Hello, boys and girls. Here we go. Chapter 10, Lesson 7, Problem Solving Shape Patterns. Ooh, this sounds fun. Chapter 10 has been so pleasant, right? There's a lot of vocabulary, but everything is just very, very pleasant and fun. I like Chapter 10. Okay, we're on number 2. It says, describe the pattern. That's part 1. Describe the pattern. Then number 2, part 2, draw what might be the next 3 figures in the pattern. Okay, and then, there's a third part. Goodness. How many circles are in the 6th figure in the pattern? All right, so number 1, describe the pattern. So boys and girls, I would call this type of shape pattern a growing pattern, because each of the figures has more and more circles in it. So it's a growing pattern. It's growing greater and greater. So guys, that's figure 1. Okay, when they talk about the 3 figures, that's figure 2, and that's figure 3. Okay, so when we draw the next 3 figures, it's going to be 4, 5, 6, beyond that, and then we have to count the circles in the 6th figure. Okay, so the first thing though is to describe the pattern. Let's take a look at it. Figure 1 as 1 circle, figure 2. Okay, so let's say that's the 1 circle. They've added another column. Okay, remember that columns go up and down, like the columns in front of a Roman building or a Greek building have columns. Okay, I guess Greek buildings mostly. So they've added a circle to create another column, and they have also added a circle to the column that was already there. Let's check it on the next pattern. So if that's what was already there, right? They added another column, and they added circles to the columns that were already there. Okay, so describe the pattern. Add 1 column. Then add 1 circle to columns that were already there. I'm not going to be able to fit that. Columns that were, well, let's just try it. That were there. I guess I could have written like existing columns or something like that. So add a column, then add 1 circle to columns that were there already, or like existing columns or something fancy like that. And you know what, boys and girls? This is not the only way to describe this. If you have a better way that has more meaning to you, describe it that way. Okay? Okay, so we described the pattern. Number 2, draw what might be the next 3 figures in the pattern. Okay, so here's figure 4. Okay, guys? So what was already there? Let's start with that. What was already there? 3 on the bottom, and then, of course, right? That's what was already there. So according to what we said, add a column, boop, and then add 1 circle to the columns that were already there. Okay, what do you think? Yeah, that looks like a growing pattern. It looks like a triangle getting more and more gigantic. The 5th figure in the pattern. Okay, so let's draw what was already there. 1, 2, 3, 4 across the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 4, and then this and this. Okay, so that's what was already there. Now, add one more column. Boop. And then add one circle to each of the columns that were already there. Oh yeah, looking good, right guys? Okay, figure 6. I always like to number my figures when I'm doing patterns like this. It just helps me. All right, so figure 6. Let's draw what we already had. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then it's 5 up too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have to add 1, 2, 3, 4. Make our little triangle figure. Okay. And now, gosh, I drew that one big, didn't I? Okay, so add one more column and then add one circle to each of the columns that were already there. Bing. All right. What do you think, guys? Pretty good? Yeah, I mean, it's not perfect, but hey, we got the right number of circles in there. Okay, so how many circles are in the 6th figure? So here's the 6th figure. How many circles? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. There are 21 circles. Okay, pretty cool. That was fun. That was like one problem, but really 3. Okay, so we're not going to do very many more on this homework. Just like 2 more slides, I think. All right, let's keep going. Yeah, see, we're already down at the bottom. I mean, on the other side, on the back of your homework sheet. This is the lesson check number 1. What might be the next 3 figures in this pattern? Okay, so let's look at this pattern. Arrows, arrows everywhere. Some go up, some go down. Let's take a look. All right, so if I just look, the first arrow goes up. Then there's a down and a down, right? So then, oh, I see. Then 3 arrows go up. You see that, guys? So 1 goes up, 2 go down, 3 go up. Now look at this. Count those. Yep, that's 4 that go down. Okay, I bet you see the pattern right now. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 going up, right? 5 arrows going up. So what do you expect to see next? We have 1 up, 2 down, 3 up, 4 down, 5 up, 6 down. Okay, so let's see what they have given us here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Aha. So the next 3 figures, or the next 3 arrows, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? Well, so you know what? I called all these figures before, but what they're talking about is each individual arrow, and this one is a figure. Okay? So the next 3 figures are what are the next 3 arrows you're going to draw. So 6 down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so you're going to draw a down and a down. Now let's look at our choices. Oh, there's only one that has 2 downs, right? Does it make sense? And then they have the next one that goes up. Yeah, it does, because next would be 7 arrows going up, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I could barely fit that one in. 7 up. Okay, so they're asking for the next three figures. Those are what you would draw next. A down, and an up. It's like a puzzle. Very fun. All right, let's keep going. Now we're down here at the lesson check. Oh, we're going back to chapter 7. Our good friend fractions. You guys are so good at fractions, though. This is going to be no problem. All right, let's read number 3 together. Start up here with me. Chad has 2 pieces of wood. One piece is 7/12 foot long. The second piece is 5/12 foot longer than the first piece. How long is the second piece? Okay, you know I love to draw diagrams, boys and girls, right? So let's just think about this for a second here. One piece is 7/12 feet long, okay? So that's 7/12. Now, you might have been tempted to jump in and just subtract these two, right? But I want you to read it carefully. The second piece is 5/12 foot longer than the first piece. It doesn't say the second piece is 5/12 feet. How much longer is the first piece? It says that the second piece is 5/12 foot longer. So the second piece of wood is 7/12 feet long. It's the same length, and it has another 5/12 added on to it. So the first piece of wood is 7/12. The second piece of wood is 5/12 longer. So it's 7/12 plus another 5/12. The second piece is longer. Okay, so how long is the second piece of wood? Well, what's 5/12 plus 7/12? So we have the same denominator of 12, so the piece sizes are the same. So we can just add the denominator, the numerator. Ugh. 7 plus 5. 7 plus 5 is 12. The denominator stays the same, 12. Okay, so the answer is 12/12. So, la-di-da, looking for 12. No, 12/18s, no. Wait a minute, I don't see 12/12. I know I'm not tricking you guys, am I? 12/12 means you have 12 equal pieces that this wood is divided into, and you have all 12 pieces. So guess what? You have 1 whole foot. Right? Doesn't 12 inches make 1 foot? And you have all 12 of those inches? Excellent job, guys. All right. See you next time.